Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Sky channel. Believe it or not, this is going to be my third time recording the whole video. I bought a new microphone and it's one of those fancy podcast microphones, but I am definitely struggling to understand how to use it. The first time I had put it pretty far away from me and the audio was really silent. And I didn't feel like that would make a good video, so I tried again. But this time I had accidentally clicked the mute button on the mic and I recorded about 17 minutes of content. And then I couldn't hear a single word that I said. And I was like, okay, looks like I had to put it on mute. Anyhow, third time's a charm, so I'm hoping stuff works this time. Okay, so this is going to be about the giveaway. We are doing a $500 giveaway to celebrate getting 10,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. It's self-funded, meaning that I'm funding it myself, and hence that means that regardless if you're an iPhone user or an Android user, I can get you your rewards. iPhone, Android, doesn't matter. Now, the giveaway is going to have certain series of activities, and those activities are now released. We're going to get to them soon, but essentially you're going to get points for participating in those activities. So there's going to be two ways you're going to get rewards. Number one is the leaderboard ranking rewards. So if you are ranking somewhere high in the leaderboards, meaning you have a lot more points than people, you're going to get certain rewards based on that. So rank 1 is going to get $150 worth in-game currency, rank 2 getting 100, 3, 4, and 5 getting 50. Now, I do mention that there might be a minimum points requirement to get these rewards because I want to make sure that people have significant participation in the activities. If they are winning these, it shouldn't just be a fluke. I do want the giveaway to create a helpful community on our Discord. And so it is something that I'm looking for, like, participation in the giveaway activities to actually achieve these rewards. Other than that, 10 people are going to be chosen at random to receive $10 in-game currency, assuming you've achieved a minimum number of points during the event duration. The minimum points here is going to be just to make sure that you actually participated in the activities and it wasn't a fluke. Now, I say I expect the duration to be about a week long. After the giveaway duration, there will be a little bit of a period for audit to make sure that nobody played unfairly and everyone is getting the correct rewards. I do have bots that are actually tracking certain things. So if they detect foul play, they can help out as well. But if you are able to detect foul play too, you can send me those reports and I can take a look as well. Going to the activities, the first one is inviting people to our Discord. And what you do is you invite people to Discord using the Me6 link. And based on how many people actually joined using that Me6 link that you shared with them, you get certain points. So it's 5 points per valid invited member, a maximum number of 250 points. Now I'm going to show you how to use Me6 to get the invite link. But before that, I want to mention that people need to be either playing the Ants or Legend of Mushroom. I don't want random people to be joining our server who have nothing to do with either of the two games. It's not going to help them. It's not going to help anyone else. You are free to share it in Discord, Facebook groups, or anywhere else where you have permission to do so with your alliance members, with members from other servers that you have accounts in, and whatnot. But don't share it in random groups where people don't even play the Ants because those are not valid people joining our server. That wouldn't really count. Also, don't create fake accounts and join using that link to increase your number of points. That's not correct either. Now, how do you create that invite? Well, go into create invites, click /invites, and then you get your own personal invite link, which is right here. Copy that and then send it over to anyone else. And anytime anyone joins, it's going to count towards your submission. And you can actually track how many you've brought in so far by going into invites leaderboards, and you can actually check how many people everyone has invited. Now, I did get asked if people can use the regular link to join. Now, I did make an exception because somebody tried to add a person, but they couldn't join using the Me6, so that one invite was counted, but that's an exception. I want everyone to be using the Me6 invite link to join the Discord because otherwise it becomes extremely hard for me to track stuff, extremely hard for me to tally the numbers and all that stuff. So if you don't want to lose any invites, please make sure to use the Me6 invite link and not the regular Discord invite. Okay, so 5 points per valid invited member, 250 points in total. The next one is pretty simple. Be active on our community, talk, share knowledge, ask questions. Anything that can make the community more engaged and more loving is appreciated. Activity is monitored in all channels, but if you want to track your activity, you can use the Discord activity channel in the giveaway category using me6 \rank or \levels command. And how it works is that you are going to get rewards as follows: rank 1 to 10 gets 50 points, rank 11 to 20 gets 40, 21 to 30 gets 30, 31 to 40 gets 20, 41 to 50 gets 10 points. These are based on the rank, so the more you talk, the higher your rank is. And then in addition to that, you get a base 5 points for every level you achieve. The maximum points obtainable from levels is 100, so level 20 will get you a total of 100 points, and ranking points are on top of these 100 points, so based on your rank, you could get up to 150 points from this activity. So you go into Discord activity, and you go here, and you go \rank. That is going to give you your current level. So you can see my level is level 2, which means 10 points, and my rank is rank 2, which means 50 points. But I'm not participating, so don't worry, I'm not competing with anyone. Okay, next is fan-based content, and essentially you can go into the fan content page and you can drop any Sky-related submissions, images, or any fan content regarding Sky. Valid submissions get you 10 points. You get 15 points if you get more than 15 likes on that submission. The maximum points for this activity is 150. Now, to make sure it's easy for me to tally points, I ask you not to reply or make comments about the content in the fan content channel. Instead, use the giveaway discussions channel if you have any comments or feedback about the submissions. However, feel free to react to the content in the fan content page because that's how they can get extra points. Now, the content must be Sky related, and by dropping those images or content in that page, you are giving us permission to use that in the future if we want to. Okay, next one is guides and strategies, and essentially go into the forum and you can create your own guide to help people learn certain information. So you add the title, let's say shooter, meta, and in the message you can actually give some information that you believe can help people learn how, let's say, shooter meta works. You get 20 points for every meaningful guide, plus 10 points if the guide got significant community engagement, like 5 meaningful replies from different people and 10 reactions from different people. Try to limit it to 1 to 2 guides per participant per day. The maximum points you can get from this activity is 150. So 5 guides that get good community engagement can actually get you the total of the points. The last one is feedback, and essentially there's a form here, and all the form asks you is to give your Discord ID and to give any feedback or suggestions on how to improve the YouTube channel, how to improve the Discord, or how to improve future giveaways. 20 points per meaningful submission, meaningful meaning that actually helps or gives good ideas for us on how to improve, up to a maximum of 100 points in total. Now, I mentioned that a lot of time and effort went into thinking about the giveaway, but I could have missed certain things or some areas where unfairness could leak into, so do forgive me if I do change some of the rules midway. I've tried to make sure transparency is prioritized. A lot of the things are stuff that you can see directly, like invites, leaderboards, or your chat rankings, just so that you know that the whole process is completely fair and there's no rigging going on in the background to help certain people win. Your Discord ID is used to track your scores. Don't change your ID during the event, otherwise you might lose some of the points. In case there's a draw, the person who invited more people to the server wins that draw. And of course, I mentioned that anyone other than me can participate in the giveaway. Now, I haven't mentioned it yet here, but I am going to drop another form that's only going to ask 2 questions: your Discord ID and your in-game ID. Now, the reason I need that is because if I'm supposed to buy you packs in-game, I need to have at least your in-game ID to know where to send those packs to. So that form is going to be mandatory. People who don't fill that form are not going to be eligible for the giveaway because I wouldn't know where to send them their rewards. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the Discord giveaway channel. And I really hope my audio is actually working this time because I really don't want to record this a 4th time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.